Okay, so it says I'm live. I would like to pay my respects to the spirits of the land here, where it is windy and grey. And okay, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to talk because I don't want to jinx it. All right, so welcome to Wednesday, the 19th of November. Little bit of full onness in the air already. So just be aware of that one. Today we do have Mercury moving back into Scorpio at 11:21 a.m. All right, so right now where Mercury is at that 0 degrees of Sagittarius retrograde. So there could be some confusion, some ideology, some, people not seeing your side of the story, just a little bit of this is what I believe, and it might not be on point with other people. So just be aware of, are the arguments you want to have two-sided or one-sided? Oh, that was just something that just came in then. All right. So, you have to go back into the shadows to find the joy you left behind. Doesn't that feel? Doesn't that feel? All right. It's been waiting for you to come back and find it for such a long time. Bit by bit, you can take down the walls you have built to protect yourself, and you will find the innocence and purity right where you left it, all the way back there. All right. So this Scorpio new moon is all about getting these things from the past that are just waiting for their turn to be seen again. All right. So again, it's more about really digging around to find out what are the things you actually want to do, for one. And like I said, where did you leave your innocence and purity and that sense of joy and fun? you know Look, everything might be in Scorpio, but the moon is moving towards Venus. All right, so we are uncomfortable, but there is that giving and receiving of love aspect here, even though it is uncomfortable and we do have to go into the shadows. The fact that Venus is trine the North Node at 9 p.m., all right, that is that guiding light. All right, there's that nodal guiding light, and just letting yourself be led by the universe to address the things that it's saying here. What about these things? All right, it doesn't look like it's working, so let's see who is here. Good morning, Kath. How are you? Good morning, Karen. So nice to see you. All right, so there's a lot of stuff happening. I mean, obviously, tomorrow's new moon is just off its head, but tonight we have the Mercury opposition Uranus at 10:30 p.m. All right, so that's when they are at 29 degrees of Scorpio and Taurus. All right, so and at the same time, Mercury is also trine Neptune. That's at like 10:42 or something. But because Uranus and Neptune are like within seconds of each other via that trine, and also, actually, the sextile to Pluto isn't included in this, but we've just had that. Brain not working. Anyway, you get my point. So we've got, we're going very deep to uncover these hidden things. And I think that flash of awareness that Uranus opposition might bring, because Mercury is going back down into the underworld. And what's Uranus doing? It's allowing us to find where our comfort, security, and values are still needing that last little bit of change. All right, so that's around 10:30 tonight. Now that Venus conjunct, the moon in Scorpio conjunct Venus is at 3:30 p.m. today. And that at the same time, because Venus is trine the North nodes, the moon is also trine the North node, sextile the South node at 3:30. So 3:30 is going to be I think it'll be a nice time. It might be a time of awareness or realization where we connect in with something and there's a, type of energy. Um, I mean, you could be quite, you never know. You might be in the mood for some. schmoozing. It might be a good time to have a conversation about something deeply meaningful that is going to change the trajectory of the way that you're going. Like there's another one. I mean, that Mercury Uranus opposition, absolutely. I mean, it's in opposition now, but when it goes back into Scorpio, it's going to just be even stronger because it'll be by sign opposition. So again, we are digging deep to find the love and innocence and you know that uniqueness from our past experience. We sort of we go through life and we have knocks and bumps and bruises, and we just put band-aids on and then we just keep moving. So really, if you could imagine like a visual image of us growing up, we would have layers and layers of band-aids and all sorts of small fix-its. If we could imagine ourselves like a Russian doll, and each stage or age of growth, we just keep putting band-aids on things, and then we put another layer. And so today's the day where you start to unpack the Russian dolls and you look at every single layer. All right, so by the time that new moon in Scorpio comes tomorrow at 5:46, and then with the Mercury Cazimi opposition Uranus at 8:22. Oh my God, I do believe that all of these hidden aspects will be completely blown open, and there will be so much tending to do. Let me just click the button again. Oh, good morning, Christy. How are you? Oh, happy Mars return. Good morning, Louise. How are you? Nice to see you. So, oh, that's awesome. I love that. Have a good Mars return. Go make sure that your Mars is running on all cylinders and very, very happy. All right. I'm just gonna draw a card. Today we're doing the Mythic Tarot. So I think I've pretty much covered the aspects today. I'm sort of speeding through it. So Mercury back into Scorpio at 11:20, all right, AM. The Moon Venus trine North Node 3:30. So if you want to plan for something that you require good favor in, like, or again, maybe you need an intense conversation, or maybe it's a financial conversation. Definitely value orientated there. Now, Mercury retrograde doesn't mean that you can't make decisions. It just means that you need to make sure that you have covered all of the considerations while making that decision. All right, so Mercury back in Scorpio with the Sun and then Venus in Scorpio. Good time to be doing that financial literacy and in an investment investigation. So, maybe you can be doing those type of things. Maybe on this journey into the underworld or back into those shadow places, that Mercury opposition Uranus, trine Neptune, you will connect with something very specific and specifically healing. Okay, so maybe those shadows are like, me, I'm the third doll down, you need to come find me, or something like that. Because of that Venus North Node as well. Imagine that golden thread and you're just being led by the universe, so feel into it. What are the things that are taking up the most bandwidth in your mind today? All right, for some reason, I can't think of your name. I can't think of it. Brain. All right, anyway, I'll move on. Okay, let me draw the card. Okay. All right, clear my head because now I can't think of anything else except for this lady's name. All right, okay. It will come. I will message her when I remember. Okay, there we go. All right, card. All right, what card is going to be perfect to summarize all of this? This one. The Empress. Didn't we have this the other day, or was that the World? All right, the Empress. All right, so tending to our fields, that feminine principle of, I don't know, maybe you are starting to, I mean, okay, maybe this is Persephone, you know, because it was Ceres that lost Persephone as she became a queen in her own right in the underworld. No, I feel like it's a bit more of a storage, like preparing things. Oh my God, I've just lost my flow really big time. All right, so tending to the fields to make sure that you have enough for winter, even though we're going into summer. You know, making sure that the seeds that you are planting are healthy. And you know, with the going back into the shadows, you know, maybe we are looking at what we've previously thought was the only crop we could plant. Maybe there are new things in this new moon that you would like to plant. Remember, this new moon is a very long-term one. And by going back into, you know, those sensitive places where we've left our innocence and purity, we can find what are the things that you wanted then. Maybe we're looking back in time to our older versions to see what were those original joys that we left behind because of all the band-aids and layers of protection that we've put on ourselves. So taking down the walls that you have built around you bit by bit, and yeah, just trying to think of what are these seeds that you want to plant tomorrow so that you can have that beautiful harvest. You know, so I take that as you will. Again, my brain just sort of went offline a little bit then. So so yeah, that's me for today, ladies. I hope you have a good one. Remember that 3:30 mark for the Moon Venus conjunction, North Node as well. And then this evening around 10:30, maybe you have prophetic dreams or, you know, again, 10:30 is when it's exact. So it's in play all day. So just be ready for flashes of, oh my God, I get it. And be prepared to, like I said, take all of those Russian dolls apart to see which layer needs the most tending at this time as well. Maybe that's what that tending of the crops is, you know, going back and having a look at what layer needs the most help. So, mwah, see you later, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Actually, I'll just check. Was there anyone else here? Blah. Oh, you're welcome, Karen. You are so welcome. All right, take care, guys. Bye.